Tomb Raider, Queen of Shadows. The firelight danced across the carved stone walls of the hidden sanctuary, casting flickering shadows that seemed to writhe like living things. Lara Croft knelt before the altar, her fingers tracing the ancient symbols etched deep into the stone. The air smelled of incense, burnt herbs, and something far older, something malignant. For years she had hunted legends, tombs, and secrets, but none had led her here. The Temple of the Forgotten God, an entity so old and cruel that entire civilizations had vanished trying to appease it. The cults worshipping this god had long been dismissed as myth, until now. Lara's lips parted in a slow, dark smile. The power whispered promises in her mind. Chaos, rebirth, the end of everything. And she was ready to become the god's chosen. The world above was crumbling. Governments weakened, economies shattered, and unrest festered like an open wound. Lara moved like a shadow through these collapsing cities, spreading the cult's influence with calculated precision. Charismatic and ruthless, she seduced followers not with kindness, but with the intoxicating promise of power and apocalypse. Her former allies, those who once stood beside her in the light, tried to stop her. But Lara had learned to wield betrayal as a weapon sharper than any blade. She crushed their resistance. Friends turned enemies, enemies turned sacrifices. In the cult's sanctum, Lara stood before the statue of the forgotten god, a grotesque figure of stone, with eyes that seemed to bleed darkness. She raised her hands, chanting the ancient incantations that pulsed through the cult's bloodline. Around her, hooded figures echoed the words in a terrifying symphony. The ground trembled. Cracks spidered through the earth, swallowing whole cities and burying hope beneath rubble. The god was awakening. Yet in the heart of the darkness, a fragment of the woman Lara once was flickered, buried beneath the hunger for destruction and godhood. She remembered the light, the adventure, the thrill of discovery, not for power but for knowledge. But the light was distant now, Thea, swallowed by the shadow she had embraced. As the forgotten god stirred, Lara Croft ascended, not as a hero but as a queen draped in shadow, herald of an apocalypse she had willingly unleashed, and the world would never be the same.